for letting out your inner gypsy? Join Denise Marsh as she brings on a variety of guests to share their artistic vision with the world.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gypsy Soul. Happy New Year. We haven't seen each other in a year, literally. I just wanted to tell you, if you're new watching the show, that I am Denise Marsh. I am the host, and it does say it under my name, but I think that'll be a new thing that I am starting to do. So how was everyone's New Year's? Any big plans? Did you go anywhere exciting? I pretty much went to sleep, and then I woke up because my son and his girlfriend called to wish me a Happy New Year, and they were sitting by a fire pit in their dad's backyard. So really wasn't a very exciting New Year this New Year. But I did have a revelation, and I did think of something really cool. I am with Gypsy Soul right now for 6 months. January makes the 6-month marker. So happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to us. Happy anniversary to you. And I'm so excited. This is my baby, you guys. You hear all that cheering? So Gypsy Soul was birthed 6 months ago. Dawn and Freddie offered me this amazing opportunity. I was scared but excited, and it's just been one of the most passionate things I've done in my whole life. It's been wonderful, it's been rewarding, and it's been a great learning experience. And I think we're all learning together, and I love that. And I couldn't do this without you guys. Just wanted to let you know that there's going to be some great guests coming besides today, and there's going to be some surprises coming in the future. So you have to hang tight with the show so that you could hear about all these great things. And please feel free to share the show. Feel free to ask people if they're interested in coming on the show. I'm always looking for new people to promote and share their stories. The more the merrier. But before I go on, I just wanted to let you know that I never like to forget important people in my life. And I do believe that people come back into your life for a reason. So you kind of like regroup or recircle. So today's guest is very, very important to me. She was in my life at one time, and I do want to give back to her. It's really a great story. Her name is Jodi Davis. She's an entrepreneur, and she used to volunteer at the school that I work at. That's how I met her. She's actually a master entrepreneur. And I really can't wait to share her story with you because she's a woman of many hats. She does many things, and she's just a very exciting, charismatic person. You may have even seen her. She's been on Facebook before. She'll tell you more. I don't want to give it all away. But I thank you for coming back in the new year, for still visiting me, visiting our show. And I encourage you to let your Gypsy Soul come through with whatever you do, because she'll always be there, or he'll always be there. So we're going to go to a short commercial break, and we come back, you'll get to meet my friend, Jodi Davis. So hang tight, and I'll see you in a little while.
Max Health Chiropractic, located in the heart of Wellington, Florida, is the area's premier chiropractic office. Dr. Max Cohen and our highly skilled team want to be your natural healthcare provider. Everyone should be able to move, work, and play at their best, regardless of age. We offer a wide range of advanced chiropractic techniques and therapies to eliminate pain, enhance performance, and improve mobility and function. Set your appointment with Max Health Chiropractic today.
And we're back with another episode of Gypsy Soul. Welcome back again, guys. Jodi Davis should be joining us any minute now. And here you are. Hey, Jodi. Hi.
Hi.
Looking good.
You too.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you could make it. This is an honor for me.
You're going to make me cry?
We can cry together. It's a new year. I'm going back to school soon. There might be some tears. So, Jodi, tell everyone how we're connected, please. I love the story. It's a great story.
So, you still work at the school where both of my daughters went to elementary school, and my oldest has autism. And so in order to make it life easier on the teachers, because I knew at the time, she was just starting to speak in first grade. So I would volunteer. And I really volunteered for everybody. Anybody that really needed help, I would be there for them. And you were one of those teachers, and you were always so nice and positive, and I gravitate to those kind of people. So I don't know if you have a different story, but that's where I, developed that bond with you, because I loved seeing you, the way you teach, the way you interacted with the adults. So I was more than happy to help you, even though you were not teaching my children.
Well, I mean, I saw your pretty much a lot of your children, a lot of your two daughters, and they were very sweet and very friendly, and I kind of feel like it was like a family thing. I saw you in and out of the copy room. I don't know if I'm as friendly as I used to be. I'm very cranky this year. Just a lot on my plate. I'm
That's
kidding.
why
I'm not
stopped
always
teaching.
cranky. I'm not always cranky. But things have changed. Obviously, from COVID and then further on. But we do our best. That's all we can do. Still loving the kids. Trying to not think about the politics part of it. But you'll always have a place at the school. And, you're always a very fine memory there. But I know now you're doing a lot of other stuff, right? You've got other stuff going on. You have a boutique called Peace and Love.
I do.
Can you tell us more about it?
Sure.
I actually have something that I ordered as a present. I don't know if they could zoom in on this. It says, "Just a girl who loves books." And I actually ordered this. For one of my friends, but she's seeing it now on live radio. And it's this gorgeous tumbler. And I got Dawn and Freddie tumblers too. I got a Jets tumbler for Freddie, and I got Dawn a beautiful one for Hanukkah, Jewish, one with the Star of David, and they just absolutely loved it. And they're just high quality, beautiful design. And maybe you can tell us more about it.
Sure. So one of the reasons why I've always had to have a home business, once the girl's father and I split up, business had to be at home. Even while we were married, I would do different things to keep myself occupied, like making social skills books for kids with autism and things like that. And I would do, like, I was doing Pampered Chef, and I was doing like different things. But I really have always wanted to have my own, I don't know if it's t-shirt company, but I always wanted to put out positives in the world. And we read people's shirts. So that's how it started, is I really wanted for people to be able to read positive messages as they're walking by a stranger. Or educational, like the shirt that I'm wearing has to do about autism.
I see.
The ones behind me are, just about love. Because
what does it say? What does the pink one say behind you? Cat. What does it say? Cat mom.
Cat mom.
It's adorable. I love that.
Thank you. And then I made one for my husband. It says "Trophy Husband."
Ooh.
Because
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a good one.
Dad. So all different things, but it's, I try to be very, very inclusive, even to the point of I created this design. I probably should stand up.
Yeah, stand up so we can see it better.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we just saw autism, different, something less at the bottom. Not less. Not less. I love that.
Temple Grandin, that's her thing, trying to teach families that people that have autism or autistic are different, not less. And there's the puzzle piece, and then there's the unity. So I decided to make my own to show just the connection that I feel like we are all our own puzzle, and we are all putting ourselves together based on how we view ourselves. So that's how it started, really, with the entrepreneurial, really took off for me.
And where do you
And
sell
then
your items, Jodi? Where do you sell your items?
I basically in my Facebook group, um, and I have the URL peaceandloveboutique.com. So you could just go there and get into the group. I do have an Etsy store. I'm not that great at that. I do have my own limitations and I welcome those. But I do, the tumblers and then the shirts. And then I've moved into so many other healing modalities as well. So I'm kind of rebranding myself for Peace and Love Jodi. And it's Peace and Love with a semicolon Jodi, because we are all like, if you will, a work in progress. And I embrace that.
And you also do work with, and I don't know a lot about it, so maybe you can introduce us. I'm pretty spiritual, but I don't know a lot about Reiki. I think it's called Reiki. You're a Reiki master.
I do. I'm a Reiki master in Usui Reiki, which is the original Reiki through Japan. And right now I am taking, I'm almost it's called 5-element Dragonfire Reiki. And I have one more class to be a master in that, which I use. So the best way to explain what Reiki is energy work. So an analogy would be, if you go to an acupuncturist, they're using needles to those pathways in your body to move the energy. And I don't use needles. I'm using my own energy to help move energy through somebody to stop the blockages. So, there's studies of trauma. There's certain places in our body where we hold energy that when there's a traumatic experience, or
Like chakras? Like a chakra?
yes, those are part of it. So the chakras, there's 7 chakras that we discuss, and those are the energy points in the body. And then there's the meridian system, where I'm getting a little detailed, but the meridian system, where it's the energy pathways. So it goes throughout the body, and that's Chinese medicine. So what I do is the Reiki that I do now is a mesh between Japanese and Chinese energy work.
What do you use? Do you use cards, or you use mostly?
That is one thing. So it's kind of an interesting story. So I always went to mediums or went to other people for my own spiritual help. And I was on I happened to get called onto, I don't know if you know who Tyler Henry is. He's a medium.
Okay.
He's he had a TV show. Anyway, so
they speak to the dead, right? They speak to deceased ones, mediums.
Yes.
They channel, right, the dead, right.
And we were on a Zoom, and there were 1,200 people, and he chose me out. And then he said, I don't know why, and I'm paraphrasing, but like, I don't know why you're asking me. You are a medium. And I was like, oh.
Before you knew?
So, what's that?
Before you knew that you were one, he knew he could feel that vibe?
Really embraced it.
That's incredible.
I just thought, yeah, my dreams come true, or yeah, I see things before they happen, or I'm very in touch with people's energy and emotions. But, I didn't know my power until more recently. And after that is when I really delved into the Reiki and just realized how I can help other people heal, mainly empowering women to know their power.
And, you had some interesting things that we talked about on the phone, because I was telling you about money and how I wanted to save money. And then you gave me all by the way, I used the cinnamon. I got it all over my doorstep, but I did it, to flow in, good things and sweetness for the new year.
Yes, the abundance ritual.
You mentioned also a money, that some people have something called a money wound in dealing with money. And I found that fascinating. Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Sure. So a money wound is whatever you seem to view about, it's really about anything. So it's a wound which will block you from getting exactly what you want. Where so many people this time of year are manifesting, manifesting, but you need to heal those wounds so that you're not recreating all that you don't want. So for instance, the money wound is if you've always told yourself that money is the root of all evil, or I don't deserve to be paid X amount of dollars. These are things that are at the base of that, and it literally is a mindset where you switch it. It's like it's as simple as a switch, but it's not as simple to heal. So once you say to yourself, no, the money is not the root of all evil, whoever is holding the money determines how they're going to spend that, because money is energy. So I win the lottery, it's going to do amazingly good things because that's who I am as a person. You win the lottery, same. Somebody else, maybe not so much. So we need to heal this wound so that it can flow, because money is, if we have a certain belief that's to the core of us, then money's just going to leave. We get it, leaves, get it, leave. But if we are able to hold on to it and cherish it as we do the people that we love, because that's
How do we hold
energy.
on to it? How do we manifest it? Do we like put up signs? What do we do to say, listen, I really want to not come into some money, but I really want to be able to make money so I could do good things with it. I want to have positive feelings about money. I don't want to keep saying I can't hold on to it. I can't balance it. So what can we do? It's an outward manifestation. It's letters.
It's both. So I'm also working on this because I have always struggled in this area. And I came to the conclusion that in my business, I am worth it. I have had to, I've always given things away in the sense of, even when before I went to college, I was doing nails and somebody would come in with a broken nail. I never wanted to charge. So I never valued my worth, my time, until I valued my worth and my time.
Yeah.
And so one way how you can start is as simple as taking $5, putting in the night drawer next to you, and knowing it's there. I'm holding on to that. That is mine. I don't need to spend it. We have a relationship, and it sounds kind of out there, but it works.
Like little by
When you
little.
hold it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Little by little. Piece by
Little
piece.
by
Yeah,
little.
little by little.
It's a step at a time. There's so many wounds that I've had to learn to heal, and that is a major one because we deserve that. We deserve to have everything we want. There is nothing wrong with that.
I'm putting away that $5 tonight, Jodi.
Do it.
My problem is
And so
I put away the money, and then a bill is due, and I have to take all that money out. I even bought the thing with the money envelopes, and I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a $10 bill in the 10. It tells you how you could save $6,000. And then there was something wrong with my card. I'm like, okay, let me go get those envelopes again. But at least I had saved that to have it, right, for an emergency.
And that is part of it, because life is life. Life is life. Things happen.
Yeah.
And you were prepared.
I was,
because
I saved it.
You were able to hold on to it.
You sure spun that around.
Superpower.
So, Jodi, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And then when we come back, I want you to tell me more about how your family is involved with your business and a little bit more about the tumblers and how we can purchase items. So we're going to go to a short
Max Health Chiropractic, located in the heart of Wellington, Florida, is the area's premier chiropractic office. Dr. Max Cohen and our highly skilled team want to be your natural healthcare provider. Everyone should be able to move, work, and play at their best, regardless of age. We offer a wide range of advanced chiropractic techniques and therapies to eliminate pain, enhance performance, and improve mobility and function. Set your appointment with Max Health Chiropractic today.
And we're back with Gypsy Soul and Jodi Davis. That was pretty quick, huh? I don't think I could get
Yes,
enough of
it's
you,
fine.
Jodi. I love seeing you. I love seeing you on Facebook. I love talking to you. And this was definitely meant to happen. But my question for you is, how do you get your family involved with this? Because I know that I've seen your family involved with things on business cards. And how are they involved with your businesses?
Well, we're pretty supportive of each other. Janelle is also a Reiki master. She's
That's
doing
your older
these classes
daughter.
with me. Yes,
Yeah.
my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter, Tegan, she has her own business where she, can I talk
Yes,
about
please.
that?
I would love
Oh yeah.
that.
So she makes puzzles and glues them together and then sells them. And she feels very, it's a product she creates and
Do you have
then
one to
sells.
show?
I don't, but that would have been a really good idea.
I should have thought about that. That'll be another show.
Yes. And she would come on.
Yeah, she's so cool. I love her. She's come such a
She's so
long
cool.
way.
Oh my gosh.
She has come such a long. I'm so proud of her.
She's incredible.
She
I mean,
is.
and going back to the autism thing, there's something to be said about just staying positive, not toxic positivity, which I had to learn not to do because,
Me too.
overly positive and not have a feeling because I had to be positive, but enough to give the girls what they needed.
And you have done
And
that.
yeah, I tried. And they might need therapy for something that I did, but
We
I
all need
know to the core of my being, I did my best. And I do my best.
Well, I think you did a wonderful job. You're still doing a wonderful job. She's so social now.
Yes.
She's social. She's happier. She's more confident. She's definitely coming into her own. And
She
doesn't
is.
your other daughter do Reiki?
Yes,
Doesn't
she
Janelle do
does
Reiki?
Reiki. Janelle does Reiki. And she has her own clients and she's doing the same thing as me, but with each energy worker, you get a different thing because we all have different strengths. We all have different energy. So it's amazing watching her because we both started taking the Reiki classes to heal ourselves. It wasn't really to, even though I love helping others, it really was to heal me from my own trauma. And it's been incredible.
It sounds incredible. It sounds like something I want to read more about and research. I bought myself a sound bowl, and not to advertise Five and Below, but they did have some pretty cool spiritual stuff in there. They had a book on magical numbers, like all the numbers you see. You can look it up every time you see a number. And then they had a tiny little sound bowl. And at first I was doing it wrong, and then I figured it out. I was so proud of myself. And I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. This is very soothing. If I could relax to meditate. Going overtime all the time. So, but learning more and more this year in the new year. And
Absolutely.
so if people wanted to buy things from you, like from the Peace and Love Boutique, or look into,
I'll just put
show
on
it.
my tumblers.
That's a beautiful, I can't see what does that one say?
These are different chakras. And then it says, I am, and for the crown chakra, it says divine. For the third eye, connected, expressive, loved, strong, creative, safe. And it's all the colors of the chakras.
And I love
So
how
it's like
everything
just
is under the umbrella, the love, the Peace and Love
yeah.
Boutique. I love that so much. So if someone wanted to order like that tumbler or another tumbler, like you could put together a design that they would want, or you have specific designs only, that they have to order
Both.
from. Yeah.
Both. I
You
have
could
designs that I've
create.
already designed, and you could come to me and say, the other day I had somebody come and say that she wanted to get her friend, they love couponing. So I made like a tumbler.
Better.
I made like a tumbler of all these different coupons and then their name on it. So it really, the sky is the limit. Obviously, not copyrighted stuff. I find ways to just do it so it's, you're getting what you want, but
Yes.
it's,
You work around it.
the legality behind it. Right.
Yeah. And so if someone wanted to create with you, what would they do? They would call you, or they would go into your Facebook, or how would they get in touch with you?
They can email me.
Can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you great
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Peace and love Jodi@gmail.com. They can go into my Facebook group, peaceandloveboutique.com, and message me. I'm very accessible. I like being a small business where I can interact with people, where it's not, maybe that's also why I haven't enjoyed the Etsy store. It's not really that personable.
Right,
I
and you're
like the
very
personable.
personable. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
you do the Reiki, do you do it online, or do people come to you in person when you do the
I've been
readings?
doing more online.
Yeah.
First, I can do it anywhere in the world because I do it online. And that's how I started receiving Reiki, is online. So I'm very connected to that, doing it that way. I have done it in person. I actually prefer it online.
Yeah.
I'm able to keep our energy separate so that I can work solely on the person.
Sometimes that might be more distracting in person, right? It's for some reason that makes it more distracting with some things. I've
For me,
been told that for people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And some people do it, they love it. Clients seem to like it. I really like it.
So Jodi, not to interrupt you, but we are running out of time. But I have one quick question for you before I close this up. What are your future plans for your businesses?
That's a great question. In a perfect world, I win the lottery. I would love to have a store where I can have all of my things, all of Tegan's things, and be able to do Reiki in the same place.
One-stop shopping. Yeah.
One-stop shopping.
Yeah. I'm excited for the audience, to get in touch with you. And, these are great presents for yourself or presents for other people. And I think this exposure is wonderful. So I love my tumbler, and I'm going to be working with you to create a dance shirt. So that's going to be something that we're definitely going to be doing. But I wanted to thank you so much for being on the show. You're amazing. We
You're
will
so
continue to
welcome.
be in each other's lives. I see good things
Absolutely.
coming. I'm going to heal my money wound somehow. But thank you so much, Jodi. And I wanted to thank everyone for watching, and please share the show. Happy New Year to everyone. Remember to stay faithful to your Gypsy soul. Let him or her breathe, and find the goodness in life and thrive. Don't just survive. And I will see you again in 2 Thursdays. So I will see you again, I believe, on January 18th. And I am actually turning 53 next week. So now the whole world knows my age, but not feeling it at all because my Gypsy soul is keeping me young. So thank you, everyone. I love you. And Happy New Year to you. I'll see you again in 2 Thursdays.
Thank you for tuning in to Gypsy Soul. Make sure to stop by next time for another enlightening show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by Denise Marsh.